I thought it was just a great ease of use. We came off of an EHR that we were having some complications with, and doing the step-by-step nature of the onboarding experience was amazing. There was multiple resources given to us, whether it was videos sent or recorded, or just the initial virtual meetings that we had held with the team members, and then the ongoing communication with the emails. It allowed us to just get into a routine each week of finding out what we can input into the system to establish our routine for our office before we went live. So a lot of the things that we worked with them, we gave them information and they were able to set that up, or they showed us us to set that up. Our team members were able to set that up during that week. I thought that was very beneficial on our part, is just to find the rhythm of what we needed for our online platform of the EHR. They were able to work with us on what we needed at the time. So again, every public health unit is different, and how we wanted to start things, they were great of letting us do that, and the process of that. I think it allowed us to kind of just let the work process flow of how we started those things, and then made it easier into that transition of going live. Going into it, I felt like it would take a couple months for us to get into the groove and the process. But after we started, and with the amazing communication and just the team members that were all on board, we were able to go live even sooner, and we all felt comfortable with that transition.
What I really like is the different reports that we can run about our time management. That's really important to me for the line of work that I do, and accounting for our time and submitting that back to the state for grant and federal purposes. That is a really cool feature. I like that you can have our dashboard with pie charts that show different cost centers for time. It was really important for us, and a huge reason why we chose to integrate with CHAMP is so we could have our time integration built in with our scheduling platform. We were kind of doing double duty with our old EHR system by scheduling and then having a different timekeeping for breaking down our 15-minute increments. And so we were spending a lot of time using two different platforms, and so to have it all integrated into one has made probably the biggest difference, and to just have one comprehensive program has been amazing. Just the other things that I really appreciate is just the overall functionality of the program. As a millennial, I really like things that look aesthetic, and so when CHAMP had given us their first kind of presentation of the program, I was like, we have to go with them. It looks so great, it looks so bright, user-friendly. Everything, when you go into a patient's profile and the activities, everything is just broken down nice and in nice blocks. Everything is color coordinated really easy for easy access and visually, which is something we didn't have before. And so for someone like me that isn't as used to going into the nitty-gritty of a patient's profile, being able to go in there and see exactly what everything is laid out and to pick a piece that I'm specifically looking for is really important. And we have that with CHAMP. I think the onboarding process was a really huge perk of joining with your program, efficiently training us, having a resource toolkit that we can always refer back to if, for instance, I forget because I don't always do everything that all the other employees are doing. I can go back to a video and retrain myself on how to do that, so that's appealing. Two, how you can have QR codes and forms built into the platform that we can send patients, especially new patients or parents for annual vaccines of kids. Hey, here's a QR code, here's a link to our patient form. Please fill it out, and then it'll auto-populate back into their client record. That was huge. Before, we were doing a random jot form off the internet because we just kind of had to create the wheel from the ground up ourselves because we didn't have that previously with our prior program. The other thing that I think will be great that we're excited to get up and going is the text reminders for appointments. That'll be huge and increase productivity with cutting down on, no-shows or cancellations or rescheduling. Those are just great things. How many of us appreciate text from our dentist office reminding of an appointment of next week? I think that'll be a huge benefit to us as well, and just I don't know, it just shows that like we're kind of with the times and like we have cool tech and cool programs. And even though we're small and we're rural, our software isn't.
I feel like it's really nice to have that ongoing support with you guys and the resources. It's really helped us to feel confident with the program. And then after we went live, Desi was really good she scheduled like regular post-training meetings where we could ask any questions or talk about any further support that we maybe needed as we were navigating and getting used to the new program. Also, we hardly had any challenges at all when we officially went live, but when we did have a question or two, Desi and all of the support team were really truly very responsive with the solution for us, like getting back to us that very same day even. You know, the easy onboarding experience, that was really great. And then the regular check-ins, like I said, those check-ins with Desi and stuff, that was really super helpful. And then just all the dedication and responsiveness that we had from your guys' support team. It's really been really good. It's been a really good transition.
I would say don't be scared to switch. Like, it sounds daunting. I think all of us at our staff here were like, oh my gosh, I don't know, like that is going to be so much patient records to transition over. What does that even look like? That's going to be so much dedicated time to make that transition. And it honestly hasn't been. Like, the onboarding was so easy. I think we were so eager to like get started and even push our start date even sooner. Like, I think we told Desi, like, actually, like, we told you July, but like we're ready like now. And she's like, oh, okay, great. Like, yeah, we'll change a couple things and we can get that go live date. And we've been up and running for a couple months now, and there's never been like a software glitch where the program like hasn't responded or has been down due to IT issues. So that has been just amazing so far.
I also wanted to touch on the billing aspect of it. Our person that does billing, it has been an amazing transition. I think that's one of the biggest parts that we were really worried about, crossing over between the two payments and getting that going. But we are getting payments in and it's going smoothly. She works with one of the team members and has meetings weekly again and asks, the amount of support that we get from Champ is truly amazing. And with our old platform, we weren't getting that. We would send in a ticket and it would take a week or two for someone to respond. And that response was just, we're going to get this off to a team member. Take the chance. I always come back and I'm like, am I forgetting something? This seems too easy. But it really has cut down on our time spent charting, our time spent, just getting our lives together within our workplace, and it's just the ease of use. So I really appreciate Champ and the team members.
I remember sitting down for lunch one day and I was telling another staff member, I'm like, gosh, this is just so crazy. Like, it's just been so easy of a transition moving over to Champ. It was such an easy transition going from our old program to this one. And it's just like we knew how to do things already, like because of all those like trainings and meetings that we had with Desi, kind of going over everything individually. Like, it was just a really, really easy transition.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Wells County, for being a customer and trusting us with your staff's time and all of your client records. We appreciate it.